If you are watching this video, it is not by accident. It is not a result of a random algorithm. It is a sign of quantum resonance. Your consciousness, your very frequency, has been calibrated to a specific signature that drew this information into your reality, just as a radio dial tunes into a specific station. You are here because you are ready to receive the key, the quantum password that unlocks a direct interface with the fabric of reality itself. For some time now, you have been experiencing things that the old version of you would have dismissed. Sudden flashes of knowing, where information arrives in your mind fully formed, without a linear thought process. An intensification of synchronicities, where the numbers on the clock, the song on the radio, and the words of a stranger align with such perfect precision, it sends a shiver down your spine. You may have even experienced momentary reality shifts, a feeling that the world around you is somehow less solid, more dreamlike, or catching glimpses of movement in your peripheral vision. Perhaps you've had unexplained physical sensations, energy buzzing through your body, sudden waves of emotion that aren't yours, or changes in your sleep patterns and diet. These are not signs that you are losing your mind. They are signs that you are remembering your power. Your energetic body and your consciousness are undergoing a profound upgrade, a recalibration to hold a higher, more coherent frequency. Every one of these experiences has been a necessary step, preparing your system for the information I am about to share with you. You are being prepared to understand that you are not just a participant in reality. You are the central organizing principle of your reality. Now, I know that for many of you, this period of energetic upgrading has been accompanied by intense external challenges. Perhaps a relationship that once defined you has dissolved. A career you built for years has crumbled. You may be facing financial pressures that feel insurmountable. From the perspective of the personality, the ego, these events are registered as failure, loss, and pain. But from a quantum perspective, they were a profound and necessary gift. This was not chaos. This was a clearing. To receive the quantum password and for it to function, your energetic field needed to become coherent. Imagine trying to hear a pure, clear tone in a room full of static and noise. You can't. The failed relationships, the lost jobs, the financial strain, these were not punishments. They were a sacred stripping away of everything in your life that was out of tune with your true soul frequency. They were the dissonant notes, the energetic interference that had to be removed. Each loss created space. Each heartbreak dissolved an old identity. Each challenge forced you to shed a layer of who you thought you were, creating the pure, coherent, energetic space required for you to finally recognize who you truly are. These events were a form of energetic alchemy, burning away the dross to reveal the gold of your authentic self. You had to be emptied of what was not you, so you could be filled with what you are. This clearing process is absolutely essential, because the old identity, the person you thought you were, is the very thing blocking you from consciously creating your reality. Your subconscious mind, which neuroscience confirms governs at least 95% of your life, is a record of the past. It's a collection of emotional memories, conditioned beliefs, and survival programs from every experience you've ever had. That old identity, with all its stories of lack, limitation, and unworthiness, operates from a frequency of separation. It believes it is a small, powerless person inside a big, indifferent universe. This identity is what keeps you in the loop of trying, forcing, and struggling. It's the part of you that uses manifestation techniques like a beggar asking for scraps from the universe. It affirms I am wealthy, while its subconscious frequency screams I am broke. It visualizes love, while its core energy resonates with abandonment. This is a state of profound energetic incoherence. You cannot hold two contradictory frequencies and expect to create a clear reality. The universe isn't confused. It is simply responding to your dominant vibration, which is always the deeply embedded subconscious belief. The recent clearing in your life was a divine intervention designed to break that subconscious hold and create a new baseline frequency. It dismantled the structures that supported the old identity, forcing you to find your security not in things, people, or titles, but in the formless essence of your own being. So what is the quantum password? It is the recognition of this formless essence. It is the key that unlocks you from the prison of the person and installs you as the programmer of the reality. The password is not an affirmation to be repeated. It is a state of being to be embodied. The quantum password is the realization that I am is the only reality and everything else is. I am in temporary form. Read that again. Let it land. I am is the only reality, and everything else is I am in temporary form. This is the ultimate truth that ancient spiritual traditions like Vedanta have pointed to for millennia with the phrase Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, or what the Bible describes as God's statement to Moses, I am that I am. This is not a concept for your mind to analyze. It is a fundamental shift in identity. The conscious, formless, aware presence that is reading these words through your eyes right now, that is the I am. That is the only thing that is real and permanent. Everything else, your body, your name, your history, your bank account, your problems, your desires, is a temporary manifestation, a temporary form that the one I am is taking. This is the practical application of the observer effect in quantum physics. In the famous double-slit experiment, particles exist as a wave of infinite possibilities until they are observed. The act of observation collapses the wave into a single, definite particle, a specific event in space-time. For decades, we have misunderstood this. We thought the observer was the person, the scientist in the lab coat. But the true observer is not the body or the brain. The true observer is the formless consciousness, the I am, that is looking through the eyes of the person. When you shift your identity from being the person experiencing reality to being the I am consciousness that is creating reality through observation, you stop being the effect and you become the cause. Let's go deeper into this, because this is the core of everything. You are not a body with a consciousness. You are a formless, infinite consciousness, temporarily focused in and as a body. You are not in the universe. The universe is in you. The entire quantum field of infinite possibility exists within you, as you. When you operate as the person, you are like a single character in a dream, reacting to the dream's events, feeling powerless. When you awaken to the I am, you realize you are the dreamer creating the entire dream. The person you call me is a collection of memories, beliefs, and sensations. It is a temporary form. The problem on your desk is another temporary form. The money you desire is yet another temporary form. They are all made of the same one substance, consciousness. They are all I am in different costumes. When you truly get this, the entire dynamic of manifestation flips on its head. You no longer try to attract something to you from out there. There is no out there. You recognize that what you desire already exists as a possibility within the quantum field of your own being. Your only work is to select that possibility, to collapse that wave function, by becoming vibrationally coherent with it. How do you do that? By operating from the I am state. Epigenetics shows us that our perception and our state of being send signals that can literally rewrite the expression of our genes. Imagine what a fundamental shift in identity from person to I am can do to the energy field that organizes your reality. You are no longer trying to change the reflection in the mirror. You are changing the face that casts the reflection. You move from begging for change to being the change itself. You are the field, not the particle in the field. So how do you integrate this into your daily life? This is where it becomes incredibly practical. Let's say a bill arrives that you cannot pay. The person, the old identity, will immediately react with fear, stress, and panic. This is the old subconscious programming. In that moment, your job is not to fight the fear or force a positive thought. Your job is to pause, take a breath, and disidentify from the reactor. Recognize the fear as just another temporary form. It is, I am appearing as the sensation of fear. Then, shift your focus to the pure, silent, aware presence behind the fear. The I am. From this state of being, You look at the bill. You do not see it as a threat to your survival. You see it for what it is: energy. It is, I am in the temporary form of a piece of paper with numbers on it. You are the source of that form. From the calm, powerful state of being the I am, the field of all possibility, you are no longer in a state of reaction. You are in a state of creation. You are now coherent. In this coherence, the solution, the idea, the opportunity, or the synchronicity that resolves the issue will effortlessly appear in your reality. It has to. You, as the organizing consciousness, have commanded it by your state of being. Your only task is to practice this shift in every moment. When you are in conversation, who is listening? The person or the I am? When you are working, who is typing? The stressed out employee or the infinite I am expressing itself through an activity? Start by simply noticing. Of course, your mind will fight you on this. The ego, that sense of being a separate person, will not surrender its reign easily. It will flood you with doubt, with old stories, with evidence from your past. It will scream, "This is ridiculous. Look at your bank account. Remember what happened last time." This is its job. It is a survival mechanism designed to keep you in the known territory of your past limitations. Do not argue with it. Do not engage it in battle. Simply observe it. See the doubting thought as just another temporary form. It is I am appearing as doubt. Acknowledge it without judgment, and gently return your focus to the silent, formless awareness of I am. This is not a one-time fix. It is a moment-by-moment practice of remembering who you are. I discovered this principle at the absolute lowest point of my life. Everything I had built my identity on, my career, my relationships, my financial security, had been completely stripped away. I was in a state of total desperation and surrender. I had nothing left to lose, and in that moment of giving up the fight, of letting go of being the person who was failing, something shifted. An immediate, palpable peace descended upon me. It was a silence and a presence I had never felt before. In that silence, the profound and simple truth landed in my being. I am is the only reality. The person I thought I was, and all of his problems, were just a story. From that day forward, by practicing returning to that state of I am, my external reality began to reshape itself with a speed and elegance that I could have never orchestrated from my old state of consciousness. This is not a theory for me. It is my lived experience. And because you are here, it is about to become yours. You have been prepared for this. The challenges you endured were not a curse. They were your initiation. The strange symptoms you've experienced were not a fluke. They were your system coming online. You are standing at a doorway. On one side is the life of the person, a life of reaction, effort, and limitation. On the other side is the life of the I am, a life of conscious creation, flow, and infinite possibility. The quantum password is the key. It is the shift in identity from the temporary form to the formless reality that is its source. Your work now is simple, but it is not easy. It requires your vigilance. For the next 24 hours, I invite you to conduct an experiment. In every interaction, every challenge, every thought, every emotion, your only goal is to remember who you truly are. You are not the body feeling the emotion. You are not the mind thinking the thought. You are the I am, the silent, spacious consciousness in which all of these forms appear and disappear. Operate from this state. See the world from this state. Make decisions from this state. Move beyond simply knowing this intellectually and begin to embody it cellularly. You are not here to ask reality for what you want. You are here to be the consciousness that organizes reality into the form you choose. This is your birthright. This is your power. The password has been given. Now it is time to use it. Share in the comments below the one thing you will commit to seeing as I am in temporary form today. Your journey into conscious creation starts now.